Alright, let's look at these. Let's look at these patch notes. Patch notes. Oh, hold on. Were you Portal already? There we go. What happens when you let an algorithm write the 2.00 patch notes? Oh, here we go. Ethereal Knives now grants +2 to the nearest server. Yes! Oh, damn, I'd love that. Elemental Hit. EK got such a buff. Now has a mana cost and a cascade of chaos spikes, in addition to being upsized variants of normal skeletons. Oh, what the fuck? Elemental Hit buff like crazy. So, Elemental Hit now has a mana cost. I mean, thought it already had a mana cost, but it also has been given a cascade of chaos spikes and gives upsized variants of the normal skeletons. Holy shit. That is a freaking awesome sounding skill. That's the Ellie hit buff we've been waiting for, right? Fixed a bug with Conversion Trap where it could cause monsters to walk on the overlay map and minimap. What? Okay, when you use a conversion trap on an enemy, they start walking on the actual overlay map. So all of a sudden, oh shit, monsters start walking around on the map and the minimap up here. Damn, that would have been unfortunate. I'm glad they fixed that. The starting Scion nodes now have more sockets and more linked sockets. Oh damn, so we get like 2 sockets that are linked to each other? Shit. I always thought Scion didn't have enough dual slots, right? You can't hit the same as Learcast. Yeah, that's true. That's true. We have reviewed every skill and support gem and Vigilant Strike. Oh, that's good. I was worried about Vigilant Strike when they said every skill and support gem. Fixed a bug with Dominating Blow that could cause a variety of effects that are 1 level above the area of effect by 0.5. What the fuck? And no longer claims they rotate more smoothly. That one, I'll have to get Project PT to explain that one to me. Hovering over the past few years, it's expected that not every item holds up as well as it once did. I've never heard a truer statement. NPC and player names are now less inclined to attack the user. Fixed a camera bug that was visible when using a Divine Orb on an existing stack of Path of Exile. Sybil's Paw increased spell damage mods can now tab between stream option text fields. That's a great addition for Sybil's Paw streamers. Party leaders are now preloaded correctly. You can recognize these because they look like volcanic Karui stone squares rather than an existing stack of currency items. Ah, geez. I always hated when I was looking for my party leader and it looked like an existing stack of currency items. Ugh, such a good fix. This Awakening expansion is just getting better and better, right? Demon King added a boss to the core game. Thank you, Demon King. Definitely the best and favorite of the development team. Bloodline mods. Void Spawn of Abaxith, Congealed Blood, and Bearers of the new progression. No comment. Atziri security no longer attaches to the warehouse district. Oh my god. This is torture I can't handle anymore. I can't handle this. Thank you, base Demon King. Rather than always fleeing, monkeys and drop bears now flee if they hide under logs. Fixed a camera bug that made it hard to maintain the top maps. We want people to find it easy to get to the core game. From this, if I were to work backwards, I would say that high-level maps had an issue where you couldn't see anything. There was a camera bug, and that was definitely making it difficult to maintain top maps. That explains it. That explains why it's so hard to get like 78 maps and stuff, right? You're trying to run your 76, you go to fight the boss, and all of a sudden, black screen. Makes it very hard to sustain maps. The waypoint in the lower prison has been removed and oh no, what? Hold on, that better not be a real patch note. The waypoint in lower prison has been removed and instead Flicker Strike grants 20%. Hold on, instead Flicker Strike grants 20% damage reduction for a fresh start in the new Dexterity Strength skill gem. Okay, so thank you GGG. You remove one of our waypoints and you give Flicker Strike give us 20% damage reduction. Thanks, I guess. I mean, I don't really see how those two things help each other, but we removed Mars bars from our store, but post office stamps are cheaper now, so it all works out in the end. Quest rewards. Due to substantial balance changes, every existing character has been substantially reduced. Oh my god. That typical GGG patching, just nerf everything, why don't you? Due to substantial balance changes, every existing character has been substantially reduced. Well, fuck. My every build, come on. You had to go and nerf every single one of my characters, didn't you? Thanks, Chris. Vaal Pact has also been moved prior to Vaal Ruins. I guess I can see the connection there. The Dread Thicket is now always 50%. Well, I mean, it was such a pointless zone that seeing 100% of the time was probably... I mean, seeing it half as often is one step towards it being removed, so I agree with that change. Eldritch Battery no longer affected by Magical Tempest. Well, that would have been awkward. Minions and other transitionable effects created by triggered skills can now craft added damage for spells on a range of maps. Fuck, that's a sick buff. That's a sick buff to summoners. You can now get your minions to craft added damage for spells on a range of maps. The radius of the auras has been granted an optional full passive reset. To use this, click Reset All Passives button on the minimap screen. Hold on, they've added a minimap screen? Alongside other information about item filters. That, Some of the auras have been added. Oh, gee, thanks. Just some of them? Previously, the most that experience could be penalized was 2% of maximum life per second. I always thought that was a really arbitrary mechanic, right? It's like, it always seemed really, like such a penalty to CI characters, right? For them to be capped at 2% experience based on 2% of their one life. 0.2 XP per mob kill. It felt pretty punishing to CI characters. Performance of finding a strongbox has been removed. Shit, I like strongboxes. I like being able to perform at finding them. You can now transition between areas. Ah, oh, thank God, I hated that bug. I mean, Path of Twilight Strand was great and all, but I'm glad that we can now make it to Lion Eyes Watch and subsequent zones. Traps can drop maps. Well, that's it. I quit. I'm out. That's not fair. That's not fair. I don't like playing trap builds. This is an unfair buff for traps. I'm out. Outro screen. We're done. I mean, this is better than what they're actually going to put out, I'm sure. I mean, I agree with most of these changes. Except for the traps can drop maps. I think that's